We're looking forward to the meta announcement tonight.
Yeah.
And we're expecting Force Throw to be banned,
Of course.
and potentially Tarkintown, there's a rumour.
Yeah.
So what do you think of that, Rohan?
Force Throw, alright, it is ridiculously strong. I hope it doesn't get banned.
It's too cheap, that's the problem.
True. Tarkintown can go suck something. Not phallic. Yeah, I'm just hoping for...
All our reviewers need a thesaurus for that.
It's not my fault that we got such eloquent...
Or would you sum up your weekend, including your performance yesterday, and how do you feel the results went?
I think that I spent the weekend of... I think there were good results, and I think the problem being, like, on the general, like, there are so many decks that this deck just mops up. Of like, you can just keep them off of everything, smack them up, and then just go over them. There are other decks that just don't let that happen. Of like, you can get a bit of a board presence going, but then they're gonna start wiping you with their big shit removal. Like Luke and Anakin, when they start coming out, if people start consistently replaying them, you're gonna have trouble. If they get out a Super Laser Blast, like, there's not a lot of like rebuild you can do about that. So it's having to try and like preempt Super Laser Blast and like get that village going and like be like, you can fuck off. I need this extra turn. Because one more turn without being blasted, I've got it. Like, that's it. So it's just trying to get to that position and trying to get that rush before them getting to play these big things. So I think Pillage was like an MVP of the deck that I wasn't really realising, because I went into like a lot of matchups last time where I didn't really need it. Whereas this time, like the matchups I lost because I couldn't get rid of those cards that were going to mess me up.
One of the things that I enjoyed yesterday is how all three of us played very different decks, and how the meta is wide. And like you're saying, we played different decks a couple of weeks ago. So what, in your opinion, was the deck of the day, and will this meta update affect that deck of the day?
So I think we were all expecting a bit more space than we actually saw. I only played against one space deck, and I got smashed by it because it's Gar, and they're using the Lurking Tie, Gar Yellow. So just like, I just couldn't find the answers for it. But I think the deck of the day is the deck that won it. It's the Yoda Red. Like, the way that deck is built, of like, on a 7-drop, without playing a card, you get to wham something out. Almost like every time you're going to kill a thing because you throw the big thing out off of the deck. That's a massive ability. Then the Force Throw and all the other cards that it has access to. Just Red-Blue Heroicism and Red-Blue Villainy are both really strong colours to be in it right now, especially with Force. So I think that's deck of the day for me with Yoda. I got smashed by one, Silk wins with it, and like, I think the strategy it's employing isn't a strategy too dissimilar from what we're trying. Like, the way Maul works, it's so similar to how Yoda's working. Yoda seems to be doing it better at the moment. Which is where we had the discussion of like, is Yoda just better than Maul? And does that change with Force Throw? Like, because Silk thinks that Force Throw does out Yoda, it makes it nowhere near as good. So it remains to be seen where that's going to shift after Force Throw, I think.
Rohan, what was your favourite opponent deck, and also what was your deck of the day?
Favorite deck? I have to admit, the Kylo ECL was a beast. Right? I really liked like the lines and the way it played.
Yeah.
Even though I didn't understand facing and how to play into it, just playing against it was like, this is rough. Deck of the day? No, I'm confident. I'm going to say our deck. Even though we didn't play well, our deck is...
I don't think we didn't play well, I think we didn't win. That doesn't mean we didn't play well. Speaking for myself, I could have played better in at least two of the games. Matches.
I just think we need more practice and more understanding of the game.
Yeah,
which I'm happy.
It's hard when the captain don't turn up, do you know what I mean? Imagine the captain not coming to the tournament.
But I think I'm okay myself to say that I'm not amazing.
So let me ask you that question then. Do you think Force Throw affects our deck immensely? Do you think there's an easy change, i.e. Force Choke? And do you believe that because for us it's only one tournament, maybe two for yourself, going into the next pre-release of the new set, Secrets of Power, that we stick with it for now?
Well, I think we should still stick with the deck. Pet project, but we like the way it works and we understand the lines of it. To say that one card kills the deck, I don't think so. I think it's not as strong, but it's still the idea of the one cost card of a force unit, and it's one cost destruction for the early game. Late game, yeah, you can't really deal with such. But I mean, that's why force throw is broken. You can literally pitch a card at a leader and it dies.
And I think also, like we've discussed as well, is we're all losing force throw.
Yeah.
So it's not just like with Django where it was. I think a better example is hand yellow, because they lost DJ and that just killed that deck. And like losing TDR killed a lot of yellow space decks, or made them maybe not as strong.
Yeah.
And then obviously losing the leader is the leader. But full stone, because everyone's using it, I don't know if all of the decks change, as in like there must be substitutions for it because we've all lost it. But hopefully, I think like the feeling is that the meta does get more diverse again, and we're looking at maybe leaders and decks that just couldn't counter full throw and now don't have to. So, you know, and I think we stick with Maul for now.
I think it leads to the rise of what we were saying of force decks that aren't red. There's more space for people to think about going, can I do this deck but not in red? Can I do this deck with this instead? But like, I think more already sits nicely. Like, we have a good mix of blue and red cards in there. We're not just in red because force throw's there. No. We're in red because there's good cards in there. Whereas there are other decks that are in red because force throw's there, and like actually probably have chances to be just as good. Like without force throw, a lot of decks could be just as good in other colours.
Yes.
Whereas at the moment, because force throw is a thing, it has to be red because it's such a strong card.
That was the discussion that we had with Silk yesterday. Was when he was looking at Yoda, why did he pick red? And he said because of force throw.
Yeah.
Whereas now, maybe I don't know if everyone believes that Yoda obviously goes because of force throw. He does. That's fair play to him. But that's because he built the deck around it.
But Silk's a very strong deck maker. Like he made that Yoda the night before last competition.
So I do have a challenge for Silk. Who,
we've seen that come up already.
Did we
that was in that. Yeah.
Right,
how much did you have to drink last night? You remember nothing.
Refer to the previous video.
The end.